rewriting English phrases into algebraic expressions. 1. A quantity is increased by 4. If you don't know what the quantity is, we usually call it a variable. Could be x, y, z, n, m, any letter of the alphabet. So let's call it the usual x. Increased, that's a sum, by 4. Triple the value. Triple is 3 times, and we don't know what the value is. I'm going to call it a y. Half an item. There are 2 ways you can represent this expression. Literally a half of an item, or an item, and you divide it by 2. 12 more than unknown. Let's say my unknown is n. 12 more plus 12. 3 less than a number. Now this is a negative value. For example, 3 less than 10 is 7, but how would you get the 7? You assign the negative value to whatever it's less than a number. Well, we don't know what the number is. If you have a less than, you would write it in reverse. 4 more than double a number, so you want to double a number first. 4 more plus 4. Twice the sum of a number and 3. Now, if it says sum or difference, you want to make sure you perform this operation first. If you don't put it inside of the parentheses, the adding subtracting would be done at the last step according to order of operations. So you want to put the sum inside of the parentheses, and the sum is of a number that we don't know and 3, and we have to have twice the amount of it. Half the difference between a number and 7. If you see sum or difference, make sure you put it inside of the parentheses. So we have a half the difference between a number, I don't know what the number is, and 7. 14 is 12 less than 4 times a number. So here we have an equality, and 14 is equal to something. 12 less, that's a negative 12, then 4 times a number. We have 4 times, I don't know what the number is, x. Half the difference between a number and 7 is 6. So we have a half of difference. So we want to make sure we put difference inside of the parentheses between a number, I don't know what the number is, and 7 is, that's an equal sign, 6. 40 subtracted from 6 times a number is 5. So 40 subtracted from 6 times a number, so we want to take away 40 from 6 times a number is equal to 5. That's all.